In honor of Women's Month, what better way to celebrate with 10 of my favorite fantasy books with feminine rage? The Jasad Heir by Sarah Hashem. This is a fantasy romance duology with true enemies to lovers where the feminine rage is thriving. If you have not read this duology yet, I can't recommend it enough. Red City by Marie Lu. This is an urban fantasy with romance and mafia vibes, and it's criminally underhyped. I love how the feminine rage in this book builds up. This is an absolute must read. When the Moon Hatched by Sarah Parker. Who doesn't love a stabby FMC with feminine rage? This is a very lyrical fantasy romance with mystery, fabulous world building, and I love everything about it. A Broken Blade by Melissa Blair. Speaking of stabby FMCs, of course an assassin is going to have plenty of feminine rage. This is such a fabulous fantasy romance. If you are looking for a book with badass energy, definitely go pick this up. A Wraith Beneath the Tides by Amelia J. I recently just finished this, and pirates and feminine rage might be my new obsession. I loved everything about this book, and it has fabulous sea vibes. Absolutely Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I swear this series starts off sweet, and then our FMC's feminine rage definitely takes over. This is an absolute must-read fantasy romance trilogy. The Infernus Duology by Jillian Eliza West. These are holy girl books for me. Specifically Reckoning. The feminine rage will literally have your jaw on the ground. This is a fantasy romance inspired by Hades and Persephone, and it's absolutely incredible. Absolutely Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. Nothing screams feminine rage better than this book. This is a true enemies to lovers dystopian romance, and it's an absolute must-read. The Holy Grail of Feminine Rage, The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. This is a historical fantasy trilogy where the feminine rage literally has you shook. I can't scream about this trilogy enough. If you haven't read it yet, you definitely need to go pick it up. A Fate, Fortune, Fire by Hazel McBride. This is a Celtic-inspired fantasy romance where the feminine rage is like Game of Thrones. I love everything about this book, and this is a planned duology, and book 2 releases in May. I absolutely cannot wait.